Okay, so we was going around the trailer doing our checks on it. Turns out that we got a flat tyre on the inside now. Last time we went out with it, it did go flat, but I actually found it was the valve that was leaking. So I put a new valve in it, and it seemed all right. But now it's flat again, so we're going to take it off now and have a look. So I've already got him in there with the big breaker bar, loosened all the wheel nuts off, and then we can do the rest with the impact gun. But yeah, flat tyres on trailers isn't good. Alright, so that one's good, that one's got pressure in it. The one behind is the one that we got the problem with. So I'll lie that one down there. So they're all new tyres on it, so I don't understand why we got a problem. But that is completely off the bead, that's flat. There is absolutely no air in that at all. So that's the new valve we put in it last time, because last time it was leaking in here. So let's put some air in it and spray it with some soapy water and see where it's leaking. But we can do that in the workshop. I think that might have got it. Okay, so we've got the tyre inflated now, 120 psi on the tyre, because that's actually what they run at on the trailer. So spraying the edge, let's spray the valve. And it's still leaking on the bead because it's blowing bubbles. So what I said, that's where it's leaking. So it looks like it's doing it on this side as well. Okay, so yeah, the rim is rusty, but when you run your hand around here, you can feel this is all rough. And where it's rough, it's just not sealing on the beads on it. So that's where the air's escaping. So we're going to come in here with a sander, sand this all up, both sides, put some primer on it and try and dry it off really quick because we need to get the tyre back on. So yeah, so let's get in there with a sander, make this all nice and smooth. Just put some primer on it and then we can go again. So I'm just brushing some zinc oxide on it. And stuff dries quite quick. Okay, so the tyres all painted and dry. So we put it on the heater to warm it up. Now, all we've got to do is put the tyres back on. These tyres are quite thick to put on. Sometimes they can be a nightmare. Okay, so the tyre's back on now for the moment of truth. Let's see if it's leaking still. We got no bubbles on this side. That's good. Let's flick it over and do the other side. And there's no bubbles on this side. So that is the problem fixed. All we've got to do now is tidy it all back up and fit it back on the lorry. Okay, so the wheel is all back on and fitted. All we've got to do now is reverse the lorry back into the unit, and then we can go off to Truckfest Peterborough tomorrow.
Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the
We've got lots of fireworks here. Okay, so we're here at Truckfest. It's actually day 2. Day 1 was really quite busy for us. So finally got to do some videoing. So I'm up on the balcony. We got the slingshot ride truck in the arena next to Broken MX. You can probably just see in the background the crushed cars that we used yesterday. We had a Jaguar as a lead car, which didn't actually hold up too well. But the problem we had a big Volvo behind it, so it was hitting the Volvo quite hard, and it wasn't deforming, and it was actually sending me up at a big angle, and we actually broke a rear steering ram yet again. So we've done 2 weeks running, we've broken 2 rams. So we put another one on, and we've also repaired that one here because I've got the new parts in from Pablo at Race Source. So that's done. But yeah, I'll just take you a look. So this is the bit where we painted it earlier on in the week, so that looks all good. This is the bit we're doing when we get back. So we're going to take all the railings off, they're going to get them repowder coated, and then repaint all the floors. So the pit area I don't know, it's quite windy. Yeah, so in the distance you can see how many trucks are here. And you can't even see all of them, so if you like trucks, you make sure you check out Truckfest. Truck is all shined up, ready to go. So we got the batteries on charge. We always do that every time it comes in. Here's Georgina. She's been buying number plates for the hot rods. She's got some US style number plates made for her hot rod, so yeah. And there'll be an update coming on that very soon.
Good. Alright, check. You're jumping first. See you in a moment.
Truckfest, and we got some people who watch the vlogs on the thing. So what's your name?
Kai.
Kai and Bradley. So if you come to any of the shows and you watch the YouTube channel, come and say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, we're in the shop. Breakfast time. Lucas is having his. What are you having? Watermelon. Kids are being healthy. He doesn't catch on with me anyway.
We just had some donuts earlier.
Oh, donuts earlier. Oh, all right. That makes more sense. So yes, we're in the shop. So if you're at a show, come and see us in the shop, or if you're in the UK, check us out on swampthing4x4.co.uk, and you can go on our online shop. But you always get a better deal at the shows. Okay, so we've just finished the last show of the day. Got the RAF packing up now. These are the guys that came in doing the parachute jumps. They were absolutely fantastic. It was a bit touch and go whether they was actually going to be able to do the jump to start off with, because the cloud cover was coming so low, but they just got the green light just before they did the jumps. Have a look at this. This is what keeps Swamp Thing running. This bottom here, connected to Big Matt. Thank you. So he's going around doing all the checks and that. So I haven't found too much. We've got to put some more EBC brake pads in the back. We've got to do them later. Okay, so the safety checks all checked out good. Truck is loaded back in the trailer and we're going to get it out early in the morning, ready for the last day here at Truckfest. Okay, so it's the last day at Truckfest. Truck is what we call technically clean. So we go over it with Powermax quick detailer and clear off the body. Oh my word, Mr. Sean Taylor's in the house.
Yeah, man.
Hi, buddy.
How's it going, mate?
Good, yeah?
Yeah, all good.
I wasn't expecting to see you this weekend.
Well, 5 stone's gone, mate, so you can't see me, can you? Really?
Yeah. Cool. I'll just carry on doing this. I'll catch you in a minute.
Catch you in a minute.
So we call this technically clean. So we go over with Powermax quick detailer, detail the body and clean all the tyres and everything. But actually, because we're still going to do another show today, if you go right into where you can't really see, you can see all the dirt is still there. So yeah, it looks good. So when everyone's taking their photos of it, it looks good. But when we get home, we're gonna have to give it a good clean. But yeah, did all the safety checks last night. Everything was good. We do that before we put it away in the trailer, so we know we haven't got too much to do. Fitted a nice new set of EBC brake pads. Now, they're really good. They actually make a Pacific brake pad from the monster truck because they don't actually do that one, and they've got like an R&D department where they can do special one-offs, and that's what they do for me. So yeah, so we're looking forward to doing the shows today. We'll catch you later. Bye bye. Okay, so I'm in the arena, just checking over the cars. I've just got to stay here while the ride truck goes around. So, of course, we're in the high vis. just checking over the crushed cars, making sure there's no really sharp bits sticking up that can puncture the tyres. But that ride truck sounds amazing. Just had a full engine rebuild, new transmission. It's been running all day, and all weekend. So yeah, it sounds sweet. Yeah, so these are the cars. So that was a Mazda, and then we had that one's a Jaguar. That was a Peugeot. That's quite a weak car. That's why we stuck it in there. And then we've got a Ford Focus on the end. We're going to put another Ford Focus on the end of it today. We try and keep some cars back just in case the lead car doesn't stay up to it. This one should be all right for the weekend. So we've only got one set of jumps today. Thought we'd finish the show with breaking the truck down, doing our checks over it, and it's bust a half shaft. So we've already got all the planetary all off. Just going to take this piece out there. Look, it just broke it clean off in there. Got new ones to go on it. I thought I had one already made up, but I haven't. So we just got to smack the pin out now and then reassemble the half shaft. This is just the outer half of it. Right, so it's the day after Truckfest. We came back to the workshop last night, reversed the lorry in. Now we've come back this morning. Now we're going to unload
and clean everything now. So first thing we're gonna do is gonna just jet wash all the tyres. They're not too bad, it's just dust that's stuck to them. So we're gonna jet wash them, get them clean. Then we're gonna bring Swamp Thing in, gonna clean that. But when we was at the show, I didn't finish videoing it. So it broke a half shaft in the back, it isn't a big problem. And I carry spare ones to put in it. Now, the ones I run in it are aftermarket ones. They're really, really strong. And when they break nice and clean. Now, I couldn't get them back together. There's a pin that goes through the middle of it and the pin wasn't quite lining up. I even got another one out just to say it was one that was manufactured wrong and it still wouldn't go together. So what I did, I've actually put a standard one in there. Now I can't run a standard one in the back. The monster truck's got too much horsepower and it will break the standard ones. You could probably live with it in the front, but definitely not in the back. So we got to take the monster truck out. We got to strip it all apart again. I might even pull the diff out because sometimes when it breaks the half shaft, it does damage the locker in the diff. So yeah, but let's first get all these tyres out and then start cleaning.